Have you ever caught yourself wondering if that woman you've been talking to finds you attractive? Maybe she laughs at your jokes a little too much. Maybe you catch her looking at you when she thinks you're not paying attention. Now here's the truth. Science says women drop subtle but unmistakable signs when they are drawn to someone. And if you know what to look for, it's like reading an open book with invisible ink until you know the light to shine on it. A groundbreaking study from the University of Kansas found that women are actually better at hiding their interests than men. But here's the catch: while their signals are subtle, they still leak clues. If you know where to look, you might have thought she was just being nice, but that playful smirk, that lingering glance, it meant something. The reality: most men miss these cues entirely, which means you may have had far more women secretly interested in you than you ever realized. Yes, really, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what signs to look for. You'll be able to read attraction like a seasoned expert, and best of all, you'll stop second-guessing yourself every time you wonder, was she into me? And if you stay till the end, I'll share one bonus sign most men completely overlook, yet women use it all the time when they are attracted to someone. Let's dive in. Sign number 1: she smirks or gives playful half smiles. Let's get this straight: not every woman who finds you attractive will flash a wide obverse grin. Instead, she might give you something far more intriguing: a subtle smirk, a teasing half smile, a glance that leaves you wondering, wait, was that flirtation or just politeness? Exactly, and that mystery, it's intentional. A playful smirk is her way of keeping things interesting, inviting you into the conversation without giving you the entire blueprint. It's flirtation wrapped in curiosity. She's signaling, I'm interested, but are you sharp enough to notice? Here's what to look for: you tell a joke, and instead of laughing out loud, she gives a sly grin. She tilts her head slightly, lips curling just enough to make you question what's going through her mind. She makes you work to figure out whether she's being friendly or flirty. A study from the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior found that subtle smiles and smirks significantly increase perceived attraction. Why? Because they create a challenge, they trigger intrigue, and humans, especially men, are psychologically wired to chase what feels just out of reach. So the next time she gives you a smirk instead of a full smile, don't dismiss it. That smirk might be the door she's leaving open for you to walk. She holds her gaze slightly longer. Through sign number 2: she holds her gaze slightly longer. Eye contact, it's one of the most intimate human experiences, and when it comes to attraction, it's a dead giveaway. If a woman finds you attractive, she'll often hold your gaze for just a fraction longer than necessary, not long enough to feel obvious, but just long enough to make your heart race. It doesn't have to be dramatic. She won't stare at you like a movie villain, but that zero point 0.5 extra seconds of eye contact, that's her giving you a moment of intimacy. According to a study published in the Journal of Research and Personality, eye contact lasting more than 3 seconds can trigger the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Oxytocin builds trust, it creates closeness, and most importantly, it connects people emotionally before a single word is she softens or changes around you spoken. Here's what you should watch for: if she looks at you, holds your gaze for that heartbeat longer, and then glances away with a slight smile, that's a strong sign of attraction. If she looks away quickly but looks back at you again, she's interested, just shy. If her pupils seem slightly dilated and her face softens when she looks at you, that's a biological response to attraction. Eye contact is one of the most powerful tools in her arsenal, and if she holds yours even briefly, don't underestimate it. She's letting you see just enough of what she feels. Sign 3: her voice softens or changes around you. Most men don't notice This one, but it's incredibly revealing. If a woman finds you attractive, her voice changes when she talks to you, and no, it's not on purpose, it's instinctual. Her tone may soften, her speech may slow, she might speak more gently with a warmth or playfulness that wasn't there when she was talking to someone else. This change in vocal tone is not random. It's her body's subconscious way of creating intimacy. According to the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior, women adjust their vocal pitch when speaking to someone they are drawn to. She might lower her voice slightly, making it sound sultrier or smoother, or she might raise it just a touch to sound lighter and more engaging. Either way, the goal is the same: to make you feel special, to pull you closer without saying it directly. Think about it. If she's speaking to coworkers, her tone is probably efficient, direct, but when she turns to you, there's a softness, pause between words, a playful rhythm in her voice. She might draw out her words slightly, say your name more often, or laugh a little more softly, like she's letting you in on a private joke. That vocal shift, that's her subconscious whispering, I see you differently than the others. Sign the before she talks about your physical features indirectly. Now here's something subtle but powerful. A woman who finds you attractive may not always walk up and say, wow, you're handsome. Instead, she'll wrap the compliment in curiosity. She'll talk about the details, the kind that most people overlook. For example, instead of "you look good," she might say, "that shirt fits you really well," or "you have really kind eyes," or even "you smell amazing. What is that you're wearing?" Why does she do this? Because direct compliments, especially in the early stages, can feel too vulnerable, too forward, and most women don't want to seem too obvious. So instead, she'll highlight something about your appearance in a casual way while closely watching how you react. It's a strategy, both playful and protective. She's sending a signal: I notice you, I like what I see, but she's leaving just enough ambiguity to protect herself if you don't respond the way she hoped. And here's something even more telling: if she compares you to someone attractive, pay close attention. You kind of remind me of that guy from that movie. You've got that classic leading man vibe. You look like someone who belongs on a magazine cover. These aren't just offhand comments, they are coded compliments. She's trying to express interest without crossing a line. Pro tip: the more specific the compliment, the more intentional it is. Generic nice shirt specific: that dark green shirt really brings out your eyes. That's not small talk, that's flotation. Wearing a casual disguise, so the next time a woman compliments your scent, your smile, your voice, or your style, listen carefully. She's telling you what she likes without ever saying the word. Like sign number 5, she finds excuses to touch you lightly. Physical touch is one of the oldest and most powerful ways humans show attraction, and when it comes from a woman, especially in a subtle, seemingly innocent way, it's never by music. She finds you attractive. Accident: she finds you attractive. She'll start closing the physical distance, not with big obvious gestures, but with micro touches that feel casual. Here's what to look for: she laughs and lightly taps your arm. She accidentally brushes past you more than once. She places her hand on your shoulder as she leans in to make a point. She adjusts something on your shirt or jacket, even if it didn't need adjusting. These are not random, they are deliberate, subconscious attempts to increase physical closeness. She's testing the waters, checking if you'll lean in or pull away. Here's a golden moment to observe. You're sitting next to each other, and she playfully bumps her leg against yours, or lets your knees touch for just a second too long, or maybe she adjusts your collar, fixes your tie, or brushes something off your sleeve. That small act isn't about tidiness, it's about connection. According to relationship psychologist Dr. Monica More, light touch is a classic sign of interest. Touch builds familiarity, it reduces emotional distance, and most Importantly, it lets her gauge your level of comfort without saying a word. So next time you feel her hand graze yours, don't brush it off. She might be trying to tell you exactly how she feels without using words. Sign number 6, she adjusts her body language. Here's the truth: body language never lies. If a woman finds you attractive, her body will instinctively respond even if her words don't say much, because the human body always speaks first. Here's what to watch for: she leans in when you talk. That's her way of closing the emotional gap. She tilts her head slightly. That means she's not just hearing you, she's fully engaged. She plays with her hair, twirling, adjusting, or running her fingers through it. These gestures often indicate flirtation and nervous energy. And here's a big one: when you enter the room, she adjusts her appearance. She straightens her posture, fixes her outfit, glances in a mirror, or checks her reflection in her phone. Why? Because she cares how she looks around you. She's putting her best self forward, even if it's subconscious. Former FBI body language expert Joe Navarro says these subtle adjustments are micro expressions, tiny involuntary signals of attraction. She's not doing them on purpose. Her nervous system is simply reacting to being near someone she's drawn to. So the next time you notice a woman mirroring your movements, adjusting her posture, or subtly opening up her body language toward you, don't ignore it. It means she's engaged, curious, possibly even hoping you'll notice her interest and she becomes more playful. Move. Sign number 7, she becomes more playful. Playfulness is one of the strongest and often underestimated indicators of attraction. Why? Because it's rooted in emotional safety. When a woman finds you attractive, she doesn't just stick to small talk. She becomes a little bolder, more teasing. She jokes with you, not to push you away, but to see how well you can play along. Think about it: she playfully mocks something you said, but in a way that makes you smile, not embarrassed. She gives you a cheeky nickname, or she smirks and says something like, "Oh, really? You think you're smooth, huh?" That's not rejection. That's a challenge. She's testing your sense of humor. She wants to see if you can keep up, if you can match her energy. And here's the real key: if she didn't like you, she wouldn't bother. She'd stay polite, reserved, and distant. But when she's playful, she's creating inside jokes that only the two of you share. She's building emotional intimacy through laughter and light-hearted teasing. She's actively investing energy into the moment with you. Another classic move: she challenges something you say, but in a way that keeps the vibe fun. "No way, I don't believe you," or "I can't picture that at all." Then she laughs and waits to see you'll come back. It's all part of a dance, a fun, flirty back and forth where tension is built without a single touch. And here's your clue: if she laughs at jokes that aren't even that funny, you're definitely on her radar. Sign number 8, she compliments you sincerely, and specifically women don't hand out sincere compliments for no reason, especially when it comes to attraction. Every compliment has weight. If a woman finds you attractive, she's going to compliment you, but not just with the usual generic flattery. She'll give you compliments that are personal, observant, thoughtful. Instead of "you look nice," she'll say "that jacket fits you perfectly. It really suits your vibe." Or "I love how calm you stay when things get intense. It's kind of admirable." See the difference? These compliments are layered. They are not just about how you look, they are about how you carry yourself, your energy, your presence, your masculine confidence. Women notice everything. They are naturally more detail-oriented than men. So when she says "you always smell so good," there's something about your voice. It's really calming. You walk like you own the place in a good way. She's telling you exactly what she's drawn to. And here's the deeper truth: women don't waste compliments. If she goes out of her way to mention something personal, she's been paying attention. She's noticed you thought about you and wants you to know that she sees you clearly. So don't dismiss it. Don't play It off smile receive it because when a woman sincerely compliments something unique about you, she's opening the door just a little wider. Bonus sign, she mirrors your actions without realizing it. And now the bonus sign, one of the most overlooked signs of female attraction, yet it's backed by science, psychology, and the primal wiring of human connection. It's called mirroring. Mirroring happens when a woman subconsciously copies your movements, your posture, or your gestures without realizing it. Here's what it looks like. You lean back in your chair and a few seconds later she does the same. You cross your arms and so does she. You sip your drink and she follows suit almost immediately. It's subtle, easy to miss, but once you know what to look for, it becomes obvious. According to psychology today, mirroring is a primal bonding behavior. It's the brain's way of saying, I feel safe with you, I'm comfortable with you, I want to be on the same wavelength as you. This isn't something she's doing consciously. In fact, that's what makes it so genuine. Pro tip: if you suspect she's mirroring you, test it. Touch your chin, lean to one side, adjust your sleeve, then watch what she does. If she subtly mirrors you, it's one of the clearest signs she's vibing with your energy. She's aligned, tuned in, possibly even fantasizing about more than just conversation. If you've made it this far, congratulations, you're now ahead of 90% of men who miss these signals every day. Now you know attraction is always in the details, so the next time you're talking to a woman, slow down, observe, watch how she looks at you, how she smiles, how her voice changes. Notice the way her body leans toward yours and the way she playfully tests your presence. These are not accidents, they are invitations, and now you know how to read them. If this video helped you, hit that like button. It helps us grow and reach more men just like you. Subscribe for more daily insights into the psychology of attraction, confidence, and masculine energy, and share this video with a friend who needs to hear it, because most men don't even know what they are missing. And hey, don't go yet, your next video is already queued up. It's handpicked just for you. Click it now and I'll meet you there.